Mike Violet back with more of our pregame show as the Winslow Black Raiders get ready to take on the MCI Huskies in playoff football this afternoon. We're joined now by Winslow head coach Wes Littlefield. And Wes, first of all, welcome to the pregame show. And secondly, every time that the score goes to Winslow, we get really, really entertained by your football team, whether you win them or lose them. We've had a lot of fun there at Poolin Field this year.
Yeah, you guys have had a good time at our place this year.
Yeah, we've
had a lot of injuries in the beginning of the season and all that stuff, and things are kind of coming together for us at the end here, and we're excited about our opportunities today.
Yeah, MCI, we'll get to the Huskies in a second. You mentioned the injuries, and you lose your quarterback in the preseason, and that means you've got to scramble around and make changes immediately. Walk us through the process of what happened and how you had to sort of reevaluate things offensively.
Well, we're kind of a power team. We like the double wing. After losing Tucker, we had two other kids to kind of turn to. So we went to Isaiah Costigan first, and that kind of didn't work out really. And then we took Liam Fortin and started working him there out of the spread formation and the double wing.
Mm-hmm.
But we were limited in the double wing because we really only had Matty and our fullback, so teams could load up on Matt's side and kind of stop that. So we had to get more into the spread formation, and Liam really turned out to be as a sophomore to be a head kid, and he was able to run that pretty well last week.
Yeah, he did. I was very impressed because you, and we'll get to your game plan last week, which was fantastic, but you came out totally different, spread out all over the place, totally away from the double wing and two tight ends, and it was fascinating to watch Fortin run the thing, and I thought he did an excellent job. That's a lot for a sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that we had to make a decision on is at Oak Hill we ended up losing our offensive end, so we couldn't get into any of our heavy stuff, and so we just said, heck with it. We're gonna run spread, and these are the things we're gonna do out of it. Really no different than a double wing. We're just now spreading it out and have Liam hand it off to Matt and run a lot of different things out of it.
Talking to Wes Littlefield, the Winslow Black Raiders head football coach ahead of today's game with MCI. The game plan against Foxcroft Academy, I thought, was great, starting with winning the coin toss. And I know that's always in the game plan, but winning the coin toss, deferring. And I'm saying on the air, why is Wes Littlefield giving Foxcroft Academy the ball? I had no idea what you had up your sleeve, Wes, which was an onside kick that your kids executed to perfection.
Yeah. Well, they're such a good football team, and typically a really disciplined football team with athletes all over the place. So we were just trying to limit their chances on getting the ball and shorten the game with burning the clock. And,
yes, that was great,
giving
too.
ourselves more chances.
Yeah, that was great, too. I picked up on that right off when Liam Fortin was standing there at the line of scrimmage waiting for the back judge to raise his hand, and it was great to shorten the game. 14-14 at halftime, a surprising score. And if ever you could come out of a game where you lost 35-14 feeling good about yourself, this had to be it, because I felt like even though you did lose 35-14, that this was a hell of a performance by your team.
Yeah, I thought we took a couple steps forward, obviously, and we learned a lot about ourselves, which we needed to. And we were coming out of halftime, and they kick off to us and runs it. And I don't know if that was a great clip call, but it was kind of questionable. But I think it's a different ball game. 1-14 at home, and I think it maybe changes how the outcome is.
I think I might have kept that flag in my back pocket if I were the official, but that's just how I roll. So MCI's had a tough year. They've only won one game. What do you look for from them? What do they do? Well,
they throw the ball 90% of the time.
Yep.
And their quarterback, he's an exciting kid. I think they, try to keep plays alive and just keep running guys downfield, and it's a little bit of a backyard football. You know what I mean? So I think that will be tough though to defend sometimes, because kids break off routes and stuff like that, and and the ball's up in the air and it hangs there for a little bit. So we're looking to try to contain those guys and play some really good pass defense this week and see what happens.
Yeah, and you got to think MCI kind of comes into this game after a 1-7 regular season, kind of playing with house money. Nobody expects them to win the game.
Yeah, no, I think that's the the greatest thing about being an underdog in the game is that you don't have to worry about anything. You just go out and you kind of play free.
You guys are 3-5, but there are several games there. The Lisbon game was a 1-point game. Oak Hill was a 12-point game, but that certainly had to be put into the category of a winnable game. The Belfast game, which was a tremendous game from an entertainment value perspective, you could have won that game. So this record of 3-5 could easily have gone the other way and been 5-3 for a few plays.
Yeah. Again, I hate to keep going to it, but we just were plagued with injuries. And we had kids playing really out of position in a lot of places. So I was pretty happy with our kids to be able to perform the way we have all year, and to lean on a lot of young kids. And we're pretty young on both sides of the ball. So pretty happy with their performances all year. Really, they've never given up. They've played hard. So we look forward to today and trying to come out and get a big win.
Hey, all you got to do is make the dance, and anything can happen. We are seeing that more and more, whether it's high school sports, college sports, baseball, whatever the case may be, and you are in the dance. MCI and Winslow about ready to tee it up. Coach Wes Littlefield, appreciate your time as always. Wes, good luck today.
Hey, thanks, Mike. I appreciate it.